play, with how they got to Aaron Rodgers and other guys as well. So how do you feel about the Seattle defense versus the New England offense?
Best thing that happens to those guys, they got 2 weeks to get it right. I think they'll start feeling good this week, and by next week it's going to be no problem. Shoot it up with some painkillers, and they'll be ready to go. I mean, it's the fact that both guys went back in there. I look at Aaron Rodgers. I told my brother, I said, Sherman must be playing a joke because there's no way he has one hand and you're not going at his neck, you know. And I'm like, he must want you to throw the ball his way. He's gonna pick it off. I said, I got you. But he turned around and realized, his elbows really hurt. So they were able to finish that game. You know, Earl Thomas came back in that game, put the strap on, let's go play. Those guys will be fine. Patriots, you know, like I said, man, you know, they play in a different conference, man. They teams that give them trouble are the Bills and the Jets because they like to, you know, rough them up. Even the Dolphins like to rough you up. And there's no bigger bully on the block than Seattle, man. Trust me, I played against them guys. They're just bullies. They're bullies. Ask Peyton Manning, he'll tell you. I'm the biggest bullies on the block. And I've seen this before. I've seen the great Patriots score all kind of points. And when they get there and they get to that team with that front four, it's, it just always never turns out in their favor. And they won 3 championships after, during the Spygate era. So I don't know what to tell you. I wouldn't bet on them.
I hear that. Man, Jovan, it's been good to have you back on the show, buddy. We got to do it again real soon. We'll check in with you when it's time for agency and draft time, buddy.
Oh, yeah. It'll be all right, man. Next thing you're going to hear is something in the NBA, you know. It's amazing. It's amazing. Blows my mind.
No doubt. Well, it's been. I said, hey man, we got to talk about the NBA too. So we got to get going, man. Got to hit you with this LeBron talk. So the Grizz over there, we'll be never hitting you up again, Jovan. Like I said, I always love your insight, brother.
I told you, man.
You definitely bring it.
I don't hate LeBron now, man. He left the Heat. I'm good now. I can sleep at night now. As long as he left the Heat, I'm good. I'm tired of Heat fans thinking that. Nah, man. LeBron made the team, man. You saw them last night. You know. I can't even beat the Bobcats. They used to sweep the Bobcats.
Oh, yeah.
Those days are gone and over with, my friend.
Them days are done. Them days are done. Welcome to the hey, what's that in Martin? Scratch. Welcome back to scratch.
Yeah, back to scratch.
Bottom of the totem pole. Right to scratch.
Look here. They got J.R. Smith now, Jovan, and they got Iman Shumpert.
Oh, yeah.
And you got
Yeah, I told you. I wasn't a LeBron hater. I just didn't like him on the Heat. I don't like the Heat. I've never liked the Heat. They always bothered me, man. They've always bothered me, but yeah.
Well, Jovan, what about the Hawks? The team I cover the most. What about the Hawks? How you feel about the Hawks?
Hey, man, be honest with you, man, it's amazing when you start believing. Negative pub. They're fueled. Jeff Teague is a monster. Good gosh, he is a monster. I love him. Al Horford, I mean, Millsap is just Millsap. He cool as the other side of the pillow. And Amari Carroll, man, Vandy. You went to Vandy, Junkyard Dog. I mean, they're just playing well. Like, I could honestly see them coming out of the East. Like, seriously. They're starting to put a label on them. The Spurs of the East, and I'm telling you, if that's a label, somebody wants to give me, I'll take it any day of the week. So I just think they're playing great ball, man. 8 losses? That's unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
That's unheard of. I mean, it ain't Dominique Wilkins Showtime, Hawks, but this is. I mean, they sharing the ball, and guys are believing, man. When you can get guys on one accord, man, and they start believing, the city start coming out now, and man, come on, man, it's the A, man. You get the fans out now. It's going to be a different special occasion, and that's what's happening. Fans are coming out. Not just because LeBron James is coming through anymore. That's how it used to be. When Kobe, LeBron, and Durant came through, that's when the fans came out in Atlanta. I'm watching the other day, they playing the Bobcats, and whoa, stadium packed. Well, you're putting a good brand out there, man. And I wouldn't be surprised they make it to the Eastern Conference Final. At worst.
Well, since we're getting into it and we got down the road a little bit, what about the Grizzlies? Give me some Grizzlies talk.
Grizz, man. Boy. Ooh, they grind and grit, man. They like the Seahawks, man. They like to touch people up, and I think they have a chance. They're just solid. I think Jeff Green was a big pickup. I've always been a big Jeff Green fan, and I just think Conley. I mean, people say he's underrated. I'm like, nah, golly, he's cream of the crop. Is he top 5? I don't know if he's top 5. He's top 10. And he's playing lights out. The two big guys in the middle. It's all Randolph. Randolph is just old man Randolph. Got all the tricks in the book. And I think they have a chance. But honestly, coming out the West, Spurs are going to be tough. It's always going to be the Spurs. They're going to be tough. And Steve Kerr, man, hats off to him. Good gosh. He has them boys in the Bay Area. I mean, they're playing lights out. The best defense in the NBA, that's not something you associate with this day and era with the Golden State Warriors. But, man, he got them boys. Number one defense. You already know the offense was going to be there. So it's going to be fun. The playoffs is going to be absolutely great this year. Because I just don't feel there's a dominant team where you say they're going back and they're going back because LeBron left Miami. So once LeBron left Miami, there was no for sures anymore,
Yeah, and Jovan, remember we talked about this earlier last year about how when LeBron left, it kind of destabilized the East to a degree. Like, so he's leaving, going to Cleveland. You got Pierce going to Washington. So him leaving Miami gave the whole East like a stabilization that, hey, we're gone. It's talent that's spread out. So you got all these different teams. Chicago, Derrick Rose is back, but they're struggling without Joakim Noah now. And then you have OKC come up the path in the West. Also, Detroit got rid of Josh Smith. They're on this big run now. They're only 2 games out of the 8th seed in the playoffs with Brooklyn and Miami ahead of them. So, man, the NBA this year I think it's been the most parity we've seen in years. And I guess the quote-unquote hard, soft cap they have is working with player movement and teams getting better and better and more teams can actually compete now.
That's all it was. I mean, LeBron leaving was the key. He left Miami, and everybody just said, "Ooh, we got a chance now," And if you look at it, I think the only team that really is not in a great position just because of a key injury was the Pacers. The Pacers was always one LeBron James removed from the Miami Heat from going to the finals. Seriously, and Paul George goes down now at the bottom of the barrel, But I mean, it's just been great parity, man. Absolute great parity, and one person did that. Like seriously, one person did that, and that was LeBron leaving the Heat, opened the East wide open. The West is the West, You're always gonna get the Spurs, but Golden State, yeah, they got physical last night. They got physical with Houston, and I'm saying, ooh, that Draymond Green, ooh, love that dude. Ooh, he's that big brother, He don't take nothing from anyone, so it's going to be a great finish. I can't wait to see what the second half of the year is when you stop resting these guys and it's time for guys to pick up minutes and it's time to go. I worry about OKC. I just think OKC refuses to spend the money that they need to spend because I think they're one great player away, and it's just it's like they're content. Yes, they picked up Deion Waiters the other day, but I'm still thinking like, you might want to go ahead and go get Brook Lopez, pull that trigger and get Brook Lopez. And if they don't pull that trigger, it's gonna be the same OKC. Durant, Westbrook, that's about it. Ibaka, it's Ibaka's Ibaka. I think they need one more, just one more. Look at Golden State; they got talent all across the board, all stars across the board. Why can't you do the same thing in OKC? Stop being so heavy depending on Durant and Westbrook.
Exactly. And the trade is pretty simple. You Kendrick Perkins, Juwan Lamb, and one of their bench guys in a first-round pick for Brook Lopez.
Oh yeah. You get Brook Lopez now. Now we talking about Ibaka and Brook Lopez, and you got Durant and Westbrook. Yeah. Now we're talking. You know, because if you look at it years ago, they were one NBA Finals away from actually going back and winning. But when they decided to get rid of Harden, I said, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Find a way to keep Harden and Ibaka. Find a way to keep both of them. Don't get rid of Harden." And Harden clearly showed you, he was Hall of Fame worthy. If he keeps this up in the next couple of years, he might be in that conversation. But he MVP worthy,
And remember this, Jovan.
It's gonna be one heck of a year, man. It's gonna be one heck of a year.
Remember this. Remember this, Jovan. If they had amnested Kendrick Perkins, they could have kept James Harden.
Oh yeah, you could have done that. You could have done that.
So Sam Presti, in my opinion, outthunk himself in that regard by not amnesting Perkins and trying to pigeonhole James Harden. And hey, he backfired. But maybe if he uses his head and get Brook Lopez, you have like a Memphis, a Twin Towers, and you have a perimeter duo. Who would have that other than OKC?
No. And that would elevate them to me, honestly. In my opinion, that would put them over at least Golden State. Because Pop knows X's and O's. Pop knows how to get past a Brook Lopez. You know what I'm saying? But it would put them as a number 2 ranked team now, even though they're not actually ranked. I would see them and the Spurs at it in the Western Conference Finals. But right now, it's got to be Golden State and Spurs. Got to be.
Well, here, let me give you one off the court. Okay, let's go off the court real quick. Give me your Greg Anthony take, man. What's up with Greg Anthony with a little extracurricular activity, man? What's up with that? You've been on the road before. What guys get themselves in trouble out there, huh?
He said Greg Anthony. What happened?
Yo, he got caught up with a prostitute. He was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, it's just hey, the boys in the NBA got a lot of free time in their hands. And NFL a little different. You're in and out, and then I knew how nonchalant the NBA was when I was in Carolina as a rookie, and we were out and about, and we looked, and it was like, hey man, it was a Sunday night game after we finished our game. I was like, yeah, says D Wade them they're in VIP. I said, what? So they got a game tomorrow against Charlotte. I said, what? And I'm looking like, what, you got a game tomorrow? Like they're at the club? That would never happen in the NFL,
Well,
NFL don't happen like that. So, them guys got a lot of free hand on their time. I mean, it happens, I mean, it happens. I'm not gonna speak on a man's misfortune, but it happens.
Right.
It happens. Hey, I don't know. It happens, Is he married?
Yeah.
Yes, he is. With kids.
Oh yeah, I really pray for him now.
Yeah,
I really pray for him. But, it happens. It's the road, man. The road's very dangerous out there. The streets are dangerous, man.
Hey, Jovan, after we get through, after the show, I'm gonna send you the link, and I'm gonna let you read it. And you're gonna be like, you're gonna say WTF. That's what you gonna say. When I see you
hey, man, the streets are mean, man. The streets are mean. The streets are mean, man.
Exactly. And I can attest to this, Jovan, as you say in Charlotte. In Atlanta, I've known some NBA teams to go to the gentleman's club during the daytime day of game and play at night.
Yeah, I've seen it before. I've seen it before. I said, these boys got a lot of free time on their hands.
Yes, they do.
A lot of free time.
Yes, they do. Man, I tell you, Jovan, it's been great, brother, to get caught up with you, man. We got to do this again real soon, man. Chop it up on the air again, man. But thanks a lot, as always, brother.
Send me a link so I can have something to read tonight.
Oh, it's coming right after the break. We can send it to you right after the break.
All right.
So, folks, follow my man on Twitter, @Jovan_Haye. Get his book. Also, follow anything he got. He got his app game going tight. So